Okay, so this video is going to show you how to create, edit, and post an assignment in Canvas as an instructor. So you're familiar with this. This is your dashboard. This is what it should look like on your end. On the left-hand side, underneath dashboard, you're going to click on courses, and you're going to select the course that you're wanting to post an assignment in. So this is my course right here. My first step is to click on assignments underneath modules on the left-hand side right here. And then on the right hand side, I'm going to click on the add assignment button right here. Okay, so my first step is to title my assignment. So I'm going to click and insert my assignment title. And then in my text box, I'm going to go ahead and list my assignment. So you can see once again in the text box, you can edit anything that's listed in the text box with the insert menu, edit menu, and any of the edit icons listed right here. So I'm going to go ahead and centralize my assignment. So once again, I'm just going to take my mouse and drag it over the text that I want to edit. I'm going to go over here on the drop down menu and click center align. And I'm going to go ahead and emphasize each step. That way it's visually clear for my students. So the first step, I'm going to highlight it, embolden it. Second step, highlight it, embolden it. Third step, highlight it and embolden it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and underline everything as well, just that way it's clear for my students. Okay, so you can see for step 2, it reads click on the attachment below. So I'm going to go ahead and put my cursor right beneath step 2, and I'm going to add an attachment. So to add an attachment, I'm going to go here to my editing bar right here and select the documents attachment right here. Click on this drop down menu. I'm going to click upload document. I'm going to click here inside of this box, and it's going to allow me to select the document that I'm wanting to upload. So I'm going to click on that document right here, click open, and then submit. And that allows me to add an attachment in my assignment, okay, to PDF. And then for step 3, watch the video below. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and put my cursor by clicking the enter bar, the enter button, to where my cursor is listed underneath step 3. And I'm going to list the YouTube video that I want my students to watch. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a hyperlink. So it's an external link that I'm attaching to this assignment. So I'm going to click on external link. I'm going to go ahead and grab my link from YouTube, the hyperlink. I'm going to list that link there, click done, and then there it is. Okay, so I've edited my assignment, I've listed an attachment, I've listed a video, let's get to go. Okay, so the next part, how many points do I want this assignment to be? So there's 3 steps, so I'm going to make this assignment 30 points. So I'm going to list it as 30. For the points system, I'm going to go ahead and list the grade as a point system. So 20 out of 30, 25 out of 30, depending upon, if the student follows each step. You can also list it as a letter grade if you prefer to do so, or percentage grade if you prefer to do so, or complete or incomplete. There's a few options, but just my preference, I prefer to list assignments as a point system. Okay, submission type. So I want students to be able to have a text box to list each answer to the questions that I've listed in this assignment. So I'm going to leave the submission type as a text entry. If I wanted my students to attach an URL, I would make sure to click on this box allowing students to list a URL. Or if I want students to record themselves, I would click on media recordings, etc. If I need them to upload files, I would click on that button there. Same thing for student annotations. So for this specific assignment, I just want students typing in the text box. So I'm just going to leave it as text entry. Okay, submission attempts. If I wanted to provide my students with an unlimited amount of attempts for this specific assignment, I would click on unlimited. But for this assignment here, I just want students to be able to submit their assignment 1 time. So I'm going to list it as 1. If I wanted to give them, 2 times or 3 times, I would click 2 or 3 with the up arrow. but I just want to give them one opportunity to complete this assignment. So I'm going to leave that like that. If I wanted to assign this to a group of students, let's say I have a class and I want to assign a group A and a group B two different assignments, I will click on this option right here, this box, and it'll allow me to assign a group name, allow students to sign up for themselves if I wanted to give them some autonomy, or I could create a group structure by splitting up the groups in numbers or the amount of students per group. Okay, but for this assignment, we're not going to do that. So we're going to unclick this box. For peer reviews, this is a unique tool. If I want to allow students to peer review their classmates' assignments, I will click on that tab right there, that box, allowing students to do so. Okay, so I'm going to assign this to everyone listed in my class. So I'm going to leave this everyone tab open. If I wanted to assign this to one student, let's say Miles, I would click on that student in my class and just assign it to that specific student. Okay, but since I'm assigning this to everyone in the class, I'm going to leave it as everyone, and it should automatically populate as everyone. Okay, and then my last step, when do I want this assignment due? Today is the 6th of February. I'm going to have students turn this assignment in by the 14th, next Friday. So 11:59 p.m. is totally fine with me. They have until that time on that date. I'm going to make this assignment available tomorrow. Okay, and you can edit the time as well. I'm going to make it available at 6 a.m. So right now, it's going to be available starting tomorrow at 6 a.m. and students will have until February 14th. That's when the due date. So my next step is I want to make sure that this assignment is available until when. So if it's due on the 14th, I'm going to give students the opportunity to complete it until the 14th of February. Make sense? So I'm going to go ahead and list it as the same due date and time. And then from there, I've made sure that everything looks good, the amount of attempts, submission type, how many times, I want to allow students to submit their assignment, how many points the assignment will be. And from there, I'm proofreading, making sure everything looks good. Hyperlink is listed. YouTube link is listed. Okay, we're ready to publish. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to the right-hand side and click Save and Publish. Okay, so you may be thinking, okay, you listed it as it's not going to be published until tomorrow, but it's showing published on my end. One way you can verify this is click on View a Student at the top right. And this will show you what it looks like from the student point of view. So you see, the assignment is locked until tomorrow at 6 a.m. And then to exit this viewpoint, to see what it looks like on your student's end, you'll go to the bottom and click Leave Student View. Okay, and that is how you create, edit, and post an assignment as an instructor in Canvas.